Hi, it's Laura the Armchair Chef. This is the Little Mystery Yard Madness. I have a couple packages from Mary Maxim. This is part one. This is the first one. I When I ordered my first package that had body art in it, I didn't use the express packaging. I guess you pay $3 or $4 and you get it faster. It makes a difference. It goes from like 4 days to almost 2 weeks. So I did pay that on this one. It was like it's called upgrade your order processing time. I guess they move you to the top of the list. So for $4. Well, because I have points, for 1,000 points, you can get free shipping. So it doesn't matter how much you buy. If you have accumulated your points, you can use 1,000 of them and get free shipping. So the bigger your package is, the more your shipping is going to be. So it comes in handy when you're doing that, because apparently I've been getting boxes. I see other people open stuff and they get bags. The shipping's probably not as much on the bags because of the discount on the bag. So for a commercial. So the boxes are quite a bit. The boxes are like $28, $29 for shipping. So using my 1,000 points is a good idea. So this was the one I got on June 9th. I was restocking the bag a day tonal hues that I wanted to get to make another project. I restocked some of those. I got another mystery bag, and I bought a blanket yarn that I wanted to use for something. So I wanted to show you that. So what I did was, what did I get? Okay, I bought two. Okay, I was gonna say I bought two. So why do I have three? Okay, two of them I bought four colors. Okay, I think ones I wanted to use for something. I bought four. So I bought, okay, these two, I bought four of them. The Burning Through the Sky, which is a really pretty, almost an orangish color. And then Not for the Money, not for the money, but for the other one. Not for the money, but for the music. Yeah, that one. So I did get these because this is kind of almost a orange and a green. It's not the orange, but it's more orange. Well, it might be the orange. I don't know. But I got these two. I got four of these. So to restock them to use for something. They do happen to package this stuff together. So the rest of the ones that I got two of, I got the pink one. I did get the pink one, which is the Delilah, my dear, or no, the Exquisite Clutter. I got the blue, the one with the tonal color change, which is the Crystal Ice, and the Delilah, my dear, is this brownish one. So I ended up just getting four colors this time, or one, two, three, four, five colors this time of the ones that I seemed to like that had the most color changes in them. And then I picked up another yarn they had on sale. It was a clearance yarn, and it was a blanket yarn, and I want to use it for something. I want to make something that is sort of honeycomb, like what Lori did on Lori's Stories and Crochet. So I picked this one up. It has different shades of the yellows and the whites, and it's the tie-dye-ish. This is what it looks like on the label. So I thought that might work out okay as something in a honeycomb pattern, to make a honeycomb pattern using this. So I did pick up five of these so that I could make something. I have something in my head that I want to make. So I did pick some of these up. Not sure if it's going to be like a pocket shawl or a blanket. I'm not sure yet. So anywho, I picked those. Let me put them back in here because all I have left is my mystery bag. And of course, I can't get Mary Maxim without a mystery bag because these are like the best mystery bags ever. So let's put this stuff back in there. Okay. And I already see stuff in here that I don't normally get. So that's a nice surprise. So let's get this one open. It did end up being one of the big ones because one time I did get a little one and I was a little surprised. So I've had this before, the Glimmer, and I had it in a lot of rust color that were beautiful. But this is apparently salmon. I call it salmon. I don't call it salmon because that's not how I was taught, but you do you. And I do know a lot of people, professional people, say salmon. I just was not taught that. I was taught the L is silent. So the it's acrylic and other, approximately 191 yards. And there are two of these, and it has the glitter stripe in it. That's very pretty. This could probably be used with a brown or anything else, or on its own. Makes fancy something up a little bit. So, okay, got two of those. Did get some skein tones, and it's not green. I wonder why. This is the walnut color. This is real pretty brown. Real pretty brown. There's three of those. This is 185 yards in each of these. And did get some basic acrylic, which is nice, in a white, which is always nice. It's a 4, and that's interesting. 300 grams total. So that's 310 meters approximately. So maybe what, 900 yards ish. Okay. And happened to get some reflective yarn. I love reflective yarn. I had stocked up on reflective yarn because my kids drive trucks and are out at night a lot. So using this in hats and things, or on anybody that goes out at night, is nice. Well, this one happens to be a white. It's called Summer White and reflective. So I have a whole container in storage of reflective yarn. And I do use it in my warm hats. I don't use it in my summer hats. So that's separated out there. And this is something we've seen a lot of. This is the blanket yarn in this color. I've seen this color a lot. It's blues and greens. It's kind of a light olive green and a blue with some white. It's called Oceanside. Me not so much thinking Oceanside, but it's pretty. After my fiasco with my blanket yarn and my star, I'm kind of turned off on a little bit. This one looks like it might stripe the way it shows on there, which is nice. It might have a longer stripe of the green and then smaller stripes of the white and blue. But that's a good quantity to try it out on and see. Now, the last one is 5 balls of the Fluffy Day brushed acrylic. This is gorgeous. It's the fluffy acrylic. It almost feels like wool. It's color 13. It's XL, so it is it says XL, but that I think is because of the fluff. It could be a 5, a fluffy 4 could make a 5, and it says XL, yeah, so it is a little bit thicker. It says 4, I'm thinking 5. I definitely would use this with my 5s. There's my 153 yards, and there's 5 of them, so that's quite a bit. Let's see. Oh, and a blanket bag. Love the blanket bags. So let's see what patterns they sent me. Now, if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, Yarnspirations has a promotion going on right now. If you go download free patterns, they will donate to charity. Okay. You're getting something for free and they're paying to charity. And I went and I've been going through all the free crochet patterns and looking at them. Oh my God, Lori, there are some stuff there that you could do for these baby blankets that you have to make that are gorgeous. They have some that you can just make the blanket and then do the appliques to put on them. It'd be so much faster than what you're doing. There's some really, even if it's just an idea that you use, go look at this stuff. Go look at the free patterns. Even if it's just to get an idea, you don't have to download them if you don't want them, but they're free and charity's going to get it. So it is a good for inspiration. You don't have to copy them exactly, because I downloaded a lot of the chevron and ripple blankets because I do like the way they look, but I have a lot of trouble getting my hills and valleys to work right. I forget what I'm doing and I miss it. So I would like to take a look, because they are written. So you can take a look at what the written instructions are without having to go through a whole video to compare the way different creators do their hills and valleys to see which one you would like better, and just make your own. Now, there is a stitch combination when you're doing that. You have to realize that when they're giving you the stitch combination, you have extra on each end that accounts for the plus whatever. So, because I know this, because I screwed this up before, you don't do the stuff on the ends right and your blanket gets all tweaked out. And I've done that. So you have to make sure you almost have like an extra valley or hill on each end, just to keep it so that it's straight going up. And that's why you have the plus. So you have so many hills and valleys inside, then you have your plus for your two ends. It's divided between the two ends. At least that's what I've noticed when I've been doing this stuff, working with the ones I've been working with. There aren't very many that just goes down straight and stop, because you have to add something to get it to keep going in a line. So anywho, that's what I was saving. I was saving those, and I was saving the patterns that look like I could use thin yarn, because I do have a lot of thin yarn that I could use for some shawls. Now, yeah, I know. I've seen other people doing them. They seem to do them very quickly. I don't know. I need to try one and see. Just using a V-stitch will make something look good, and it's not hard, and you work into the spaces. So that's really good for a eyelash yarn, a fluffy yarn, something where you don't need to see the stitch definition, that you work into the space, or a lace yarn. So you're not trying to get in between the little teeny stitches. So this happens to be a knit cable. Oh, it's on the other side. There you go. It's like a knit, and it's a cable baby blanket. That is beautiful for you knitters. And let's see, here's some watermelon socks that look like they're crocheted. They look like they're crocheted in the round. People that need to make socks. Look at, there's a heel though. Very interesting. But they are cute. Look at that. They look like house socks, nothing you would wear inside shoes. Okay. This is a premier pattern. Oh, that was premier because of the watermelon yarn. This is a premier pattern for like a blanket yarn or a chenille. They use Parfait Chunky. It's 30 by 30. It's seated columns. Oh, that's the other thing I downloaded. You could do sections of chevron and then connect them and make a blanket, like lots of scarves. And you're only doing one at a time. So you can like take your time on that, and you're not doing a whole blanket all at once. That's a nice summer project. So if you did your chevron in sections, just like maybe 2 or 3 sections, and connected them each together, that makes a very cool looking blanket. They have those in that free patterns at Yarn Inspirations too. Just take a look. There's some really good inspiration over there. I just went through the free patterns and search crochet, and I'm just going through. I still think I have a tab open, looking at them. So that was that one. And there's baskets. Crochet baskets. I love baskets. I love the idea that Camille has about having one to put her project in by her, so she has her yarn handy. And I do that, but most of my containers are from like um, the Dollar Tree, those little laundry baskets. This is what I use, those little round ones, but they have sharp edges on them and it's not really good for the yarn. But this is a cool idea. But yeah, I do that. I'll put my yarn inside a box or something, but the baskets always look nice. And then you can always give it as a gift to somebody sometime, whenever. And the other person who has a lot of baskets, Seta's doing a whole baskets for the whole year on Seta's Place. And Julie from Treasures Made from Yarn has lots of baskets. She makes them all the time. She has lots of them on her channel. And I did make one of BOD's basket. I made her duck, her Easter duck. And I ended up giving it away to somebody. It was a lucky ducky basket that was floppy, but I put stuff in it so then it was not floppy anymore. But it was her duck Easter basket. It was a nice make. So okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna open my next one, but you're not gonna see it because I'm gonna do a Mary Maxim part 2. I want to see what yarn I got in it. So because I want to use some for projects. I want to see what I have in my boxes. And so I'll be back in another video with my other box, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Are we done? You did not say you were done.